Hi, I'm Rosemary Wamanam, and I have here today on my immediate left Mr. Afam Nnaji. He's also known as Okite. Mr. Nnaji has been a former commissioner of sports and lands in Enugu State, Nigeria, and a very big fan of Rangers International of Enugu State. And I have on my immediate right Mr. Daiwit Ikpechukwu. Mr. Ikpechukwu is a Nollywood legend and an actor and a writer. He has produced many successful movies in the Nigerian industry. He has extensive knowledge and interest in Nigerian football. He's a strong supporter of Rangers International. Mr. Ikpechukwu, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
On my far right, I have Mr. Kenneth Boardman. Kenneth Boardman is the president of SKB Entertainment Fitness. He is a Nigerian football legend and also an ex-Great Eagles football player. He also played for the Nigerian national team and the Rangers International Football Club of Enugu. Currently, he resides in California, Los Angeles. You're welcome, Mr. Kenneth.
Thank you. Well, I think we are really trying in this country. What we do here, they may not be able to do in America.
What do you mean?
You see, in Nigeria, there was a time we were shooting movie with just one camera. With that one camera, you take the master, you take the medium, and you take the scene. In America, they shoot one movie with up to 5, 6, 7 cameras.
But don't you think that also impacts on the quality? I mean, they are probably trying to achieve.
Yeah, it helps in bringing up the quality.
Okay.
You know, but all the same, I am saying that we are progressing. You asked me about the progress.
Okay. So we're making
right
progress.
now,
okay.
we are making progress. We shoot movies in Nigeria with 2 cameras, even with the drone.
Okay.
You know. So we do that now. If I just finished shooting a movie, we shot with 3 cameras.
3 cameras.
Yeah, like the 3 cameras. One will be taking the masters, one will be taking the medium, one takes the CU. And if you want some profile shots, one camera can also do it, which is very good. So you don't really waste time shooting just a movie now. You lessen the the time being wasted shooting movies. So we are progressing. We are making progress.
Okay, that's in terms of production. What about storyline?
Yeah. We have some good storylines. I think of when we started, like when Andy, they started living in bondage and all this. Don't you like the story?
No, the storyline was good.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm just saying, have they?
You can also have some small boys that will come and write some scripts, and somebody will say, okay, let's go ahead and shoot. A very good story. There is what we call script conference.
Okay.
They don't do a lot of script conferences now. You do script conference, and when you are doing the script conference, the script writer will be there, the producer will be there, the director will be there, and your major artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What you're trying to say that there's so many independent producers. Like just like in America, where they have big studios that produce most of these movies.
In America, when you are shooting a movie, they have we're talking about facilities. You can shoot one movie in just one location. You know, the props and the set will build. If you are looking for a good house, you will build it at that particular place. The next moment you can dismantle it and
okay, that's also because there's, I mean, now you're talking about the investment, you're talking about money, because here it's like, I mean, people shoot with little.
You go to people's houses to shoot, but there you don't really.
And because there's a lot of money invested in that industry. So how come we're not investing money in the movie industry in Nigeria?
It's not only in movie, in so many things we don't invest money. The football thing we are talking about, do we really invest money?
No, but if we're to compare to other parts of the world, then we have to know that this is entertainment industry, is a very vibrant industry, and then we can sell our stories outside the country. So how come we have not, people have not seen the saying the ability of it to invest money in it.
One day God will remember us.
So it's the same thing that we talked about football. Corruption.
We talked about football.
Corruption affects everything.
How does corruption come into this?
Very good question. Sometimes some people might have the money, and let me talk about this. It's not this particular statement I'm going to make now. It's not about corruption.
Okay.
Sometimes piracy, for example.
Okay.
That's a big issue in the movie industry.
Exactly.
I can remember when I was running SKB, Executive Business School in partnership with Lincoln. I met somebody who was into movie,
Okay.
a lady, and she wanted me to invest in a movie. And I told her bluntly that I will not do that because of piracy. If I invest, let's say 1.2 million or 1 million, within 24 hours, the copies will be all over Africa. I will lose money. So that it's another thing, you know, copyright issues
yeah.
that they need to deal with. Then why are we not dealing with that issue? Corruption can be another factor. Dealing with piracy issue. Let's say you find somebody that stole your story or printed your copies of your movie, and you take that person to court. What happens? You go to court. If that person knows the judge or whatever, you will never persecute that person.
So
you will never get anything. So it's corruption.
Is the government coming in with strict
policies? Okay.
You understand? Concerning piracy. If not, there was a time the actors decided on their own to really fight this thing. They will go to Alabama market, they will go to assist. Yeah, but they were doing those things illegally because they don't have any
law back in them.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
So they must have to go with a very stringent law. And with even when they want to go to that place, they go with police.
Police, yeah, they employ enforcement.
Because the government is behind them.
Okay.
So that's the only way. The government, everything like he said in this conference, we just need a reorientation, and the government to really come in and say this. We're talking about football. Say, I think you raised the question: why can't corporate bodies this? If the government says this is okay, you have some tax rebates. Corporate bodies.
Yeah, if they invest.
You understand? Come and invest and have some rebates.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But if you don't have the will as a government to really say this, there's nothing anybody can do.
You know, in terms, I mean, we're talking about the progress of the industry. I know Nigerians are taking their movies all over the world. What about maybe getting partnership with foreign, producers?
You can get that.
And then going to maybe produce the movies over there and try to market it outside of this country.
Shot the movie here and in America.
Very good point. I was going to say something about it. A lot of our movie stars, for example, Flavor and the other singers, they have strong connection abroad.
Abroad, yeah.
And they make their money abroad.
Exactly.
And I just learned from friends about what the singers do now.
The musicians, yeah.
When they produce a song, you know, they don't care about piracy anymore. What they care about distributing the song, getting more popularity, then do more shows.
Yeah, they build their brands.
Yes, they build their brand.
Brands.
Nigerians are smart. There's no doubt about it. They look for alternatives to continue to succeed. Because government, this is the truth, government have failed them in terms of coming up with laws to help the industry to continue to grow.
Yeah.
So these smart actors and actresses are looking for alternatives to succeed in Nigeria. And now they're doing shows within Nigeria,
And also,
making money,
yeah.
and also partnering, like you said, abroad. Very important. you know. But it goes back to, we need to continue to push, like he said, and continue to pray to God and do something about it. I'm one of those, I don't just call God. You know, if you just sit there and call God, nothing is going to happen. We must initiate. Yes. We must do more. Yeah. We must protest. We must continue to lobby so that we get the change. And it will happen. It might take years, but it will happen.
So I've been discussing with Mr. Afam Nnaji, popularly known as Okite, a one-time commissioner of lands and sports in Enugu State and a football fanatic. And also Mr. Daiwit Ibechuku, a popular Nollywood veteran actor, a producer, and also a football fanatic. And also Mr. Kenneth Boardman, the president of SKB Entertainment Fitness, and a one-time legend of Nigerian football. Guys, I want to say thank you very much for being part of the discussion.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.